Welcome back to Be Rich. Today's topic is going to be all about pensions. It's something of great interest, or should be at least of great interest to all of us, the younger generation and the older generation, because end of the day we all work towards our pension. What's happening on in the
The,
pension?
the first, why is pension important? See, what is happening is we live longer.
Very true.
Okay, longevity is
Gone up.
gone up. You can expect to live to be 80.
Yes.
And
Most of us will.
yeah, and most of us will stop working us in the mid 50s
True.
unless you are in US. Okay, continental Europe has a system which you contribute to the pension pot.
Yes. The
And
pension fund.
yeah, and what happens is 80% of that funds is in equity
Hmm.
till you come to about 1 or 2 years before your retirement.
Hmm.
Then the equity is sold off.
Hmm.
90% goes into government bonds,
Hmm.
10% in equities.
Hmm.
And you live off the.
Interest of the bonds.
Yeah. Now, normally in Europe,
Hmm.
a normal person who has saved 2.5 million euro in her
In their lifetime of professional life.
professional life,
An average person.
average person can expect 100,000 euros
Euros as interest per year.
as pension for the year.
Yes.
Now, unfortunately for this, people who are retiring
Right now.
right 1 year back or the last 1 year,
Hmm.
this inflation has come as a double whammy.
Hmm.
What has happened is when they moved to 80%,
Hmm.
right after they moved,
Hmm.
the government bond market has fallen by 17%,
It's collapsed.
collapsed. So they have lost 17% of their fund value,
Straight off.
straight off. So what was 2.5 million,
Giving them 100,000 euros a year.
yeah, has now become 2.1 million euro,
Shrunk.
shrunk. This means when they retire this year, at the end of this year,
Hmm.
they will get about 83,000 euro for the rest of their life,
Wow.
instead of 100,000.
That's a big, big, big.
That's a big 17% hit. That
Yes.
doesn't end there.
Hmm.
Then the other thing problem in pension fund is it gives you 83,000 fixed.
Hmm.
Till recently, Europe had no inflation,
Hmm.
but now Eurozone inflation is 10%. So this 83,000 is actually only 75,000. So you have lopped up 25% of your benefit
So
in one
hang on.
year.
This is 75,000 this year. So year on year inflation,
No,
it
no,
is.
if assuming that they cut inflation and things become okay,
Yeah, okay. You're being very optimistic here.
yeah. So this is a problem, fundamental problem. The other problem in London,
Hmm.
which is worse, is
Hmm.
these people who are in bonds were not getting returns.
Hmm.
So what they did is these pension funds
Hmm.
took a leverage bet. That is, they traded in futures and options
Wow.
and futures of bonds.
It's not even their own money and they've been doing
No,
it.
no, they borrowed money to trade in futures of bond market.
Hmm.
As long as the interest rates remain negative and come down, this gives you a double return. You are magnifying your return.
Hmm.
I had $10, I borrowed $5. For $15 effect, bond market went up, it was great.
Hmm.
Now inflation came without anybody
Giving a warning.
warning. So what happened is the equity got wiped out.
Hmm.
So pension funds
Hmm.
are in serious trouble of going bankrupt.
Weapons of mass destruction, as Warren Buffett
As
used to say.
Warren Buffett said, you rightly said, it is going to be weapons of mass destruction. So the Bank of England came in and gave lot of liquidity, allowed the pension funds breathing time to get out of that mess. Okay?
Hmm.
But the problem is they became solvent. But the losses will again go to the people who
The
have got
pensioners,
pensioners.
they left holding the.
They will be left holding they can, and they will also get reduced pension. So what has happened is this sharp rise in inflation. Whoever is retiring at this point of time is now left holding the bucket for this sudden sharp rise in inflation and fall in government bond prices.
I think most of them who are retiring won't even realize this is happening to them.
I don't know. but this is sharp fall in bond prices. This is too complex for anybody to know.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
And very few people,
Because imagine you've been just pushing the button for 40, 50 odd years, waiting for this day to come, and
yeah,
suddenly things are way beyond you to understand is happening.
yes. And this is especially in government bonds. And this has really hit one generation of people who are working, who are retiring. And already there are enough stories floating in the net on England where old people are wearing their winter clothes, sitting inside the house because they don't want to turn on the heater because it's too costly. So this is definitely
Very tough times.
very tough times, and this tough time has further been compounded by this issue of
Of
pension funds. In India, pension funds are relatively new,
yes, it's a new
but we
concept.
have the same problem where you have three silos.
You told me a few videos back how our equity market is being propped up.
That is the pension fund.
Yes.
That is the provident fund.
Yes, sorry,
That you
provident.
will get a lump sum at the end of the year.
Yes.
There is an NPS, National Pension Scheme, and there is a PFRDA, Pension Fund Regulator Development Authority. Now, what is going? It's too young. Indian, that is, euro is well developed. They have target funds. They have coming. They are coming. Now, most Indians have their pension funds locked in gilt funds. That is basically government
We
funds
are government funds.
because government is hungry for money. Now, what has happened is that the bond market has run up. The government bond market has jumped from 6 to 7.5, which means the banks or government bonds issued by the Reserve Bank have fallen in value.
Correct.
So, if you really go back and look at your pension fund in India over the last 2 years, the equity has not gone up much. It's there where it is
Hmm.
stagnant.
Hmm.
The bonds have lost in value,
Hmm.
especially the government bonds have lost in value. Unless you are in corporate bonds and the pension fund manager has invested prudently in the correct corporate bonds, Indian NPS investors
Are in deep
also
trouble.
lost 2 years.
Are in deep trouble.
Yeah. But nobody is in India is discussing about
And we know
what
that.
is happening to NPS
We
guilt.
Indians don't like discussing
So,
things.
no, no, the media is not talking about
Exactly. That's
what
what I meant. We Indians in the media.
guilt funds and what is happening in equity. In the meantime, this provident fund money, which is supposed to come when you retire, is being used to prop up the Nifty and the Sensex.
Crazy.
So this is not only a problem in the West. In the West, it's a developed problem, and a lot of old people are retiring at this time. So you will know. In India, the damage is going to happen 15, 20 years from now, and so people won't even realize what's happening. So for somebody who is in my age,
Hmm.
who's now at the verge of retirement, this retirement couldn't have come
Couldn't
at
have
a
worse time.
worse time. So people in my age group who are dependent on their provident fund and who are dependent on the NPS are also in serious trouble. This
Terrible
is
times.
and in at one point the very existence of these funds was in danger in UK. And if you remember, the Bank of England kept on buying bonds
Correct.
to save this and ease the market. But these are indeed very difficult times for pension funds and people who are retiring this year. Thank you for watching Be Rich. If you like this content, hit the like button of my video, subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification. If you do not turn on the bell notification, you will not be notified every time we put out a video. Once again, I thank you for my support for Be Rich. In the first week of December, between 8th and 12th of December, I plan to be in Muscat in the Sultanate of Oman. Those who would like to see me in Oman can get in touch with my team. There's a WhatsApp number given below and there's an email ID also given below. So those desirous of getting in touch with me at the Sultanate of Oman, especially in the city of Muscat from 8th to 12th of December, can definitely contact me there. I hope to see you all in Oman soon. Thank you for watching. Be Rich. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.